guys, welcome back to Your Mindset, Your Power. Today's episode is a very special one because this one is for every young adult who feels lost, overwhelmed, emotional, confused, or terrified of what's coming next. And it's also for the parents who love them, who see the worry in their eyes, and who wish they could take that pressure away. So if you're in your 20s right now and everything feels heavy, listen closely, my friend. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not failing. You are simply in a transition. And transitions feel like chaos before they feel like clarity. And if you're a parent, listening this episode will help you understand what your young adult is going through in a deeper, calmer, more compassionate way. So let's talk about it. The overwhelm no one warned you about, but everyone goes through. And here's the truth no one teaches you growing up, my friend. The biggest emotional storms don't happen when something is wrong. No, they happen right before life asks you to step into something new. And the two transitions that shake young adults the hardest, graduating especially from college, and stepping into adulthood. No one prepares you for how confusing it is to make decisions, face the future, juggle pressure, manage emotions, and carry expectations all at the same time, right? It feels like standing at the edge of a new chapter without a map. And the most important thing you need to know is that nothing is wrong with you. Everything you're feeling is normal. You're not falling apart. You are in the in-between, no longer who you were and not yet who you're becoming. And that middle space, full of uncertainty, of course can feel messy, emotional, and overwhelming, even for the strongest people. And once you understand that, what happens inside your mind during a transition starts to make a lot more sense. Because the truth is, the brain hates uncertainty. It wants predictability. It wants control. It wants safety. So when you're facing graduation, decisions about the future, relationship shifting, responsibilities are growing, and a path you can't fully see yet, guess what? Your brain goes into overdrive. And when the future feels foggy, the emotional brain takes the lead. So it starts scanning for danger. What if I'm not ready? What if I mess this up? What if I wasted time? What if I can't handle what's coming? What if everyone else is figured out before I do? This is not immaturity. This is not weakness, my friend. This is neurobiology. Before a big transition, the emotional brain turns the volume all the way up. And the logical brain, the part that sees your strengths, gets quiet, really quiet. It creates this illusion that you're falling apart, when really, your brain is just trying to protect you from the unknown. You're not breaking, you're bracing. Just like when you tense your body before a sudden impact, or just like holding your breath before you jump into cold water. Your system is preparing you, not failing you. And when your brain is in this protective mode, another thing often shows up. Something almost every young adult goes through, but rarely admits: the regret spiral. Because right before a big transition, your brain doesn't just look forward. It starts scanning backward. It replays every you should have done differently. Like, I should have taken more risks. I should have spent more time with friends. I wasted opportunities. I should have known better. It happens before graduation, before moving out, before a big decision, before any moment where life is about to shift. Yep. But here's the truth, my friend. Regret is not a sign you ruined anything. Regret is fear wearing a memory. That's it. When the future feels uncertain, the emotional brain reviews the past as a way to regain control. It's trying to protect you, even if it feels like it's attacking you. Imagine your 20s are hiking a winding trail through dense, unfamiliar forest. When you stop and look back, you think, I should have taken the other path. I should have moved faster. I should have rested more. But the trail behind you is full of twists, turns, missteps, and detours, right? And that's what every real trail looks like. You can stare at what's behind you and wish it was different, but the only trail that matters now is the one in front of you. Even if it's foggy, even if it's steep, even if you can't see where it leads yet. All those should have are not truth. They're not instructions. They're not a measure of your worth or your future. No, there is no perfect version of your 20s. There is only the version that shapes you, which are mistakes, wins, lessons, and all. And all of this, the uncertainty, the regret, the fear, creates another feeling most young adults misunderstand. So next, let's talk about why you can't see your own strengths right now during a transition. Because the truth is, when you're overwhelmed, emotional, or questioning everything, you become almost blind to your own strengths. Not because you don't have them, but because your emotional brain is louder than your logical one. And listen, strength doesn't look like the same for everyone. For some of you, it's probably showing up to work or class, studying hard, or taking care of your body. For others, it's simply getting up on a hard morning. And for many of you, it's pushing through something no one else even knows you're carrying. All of it counts. All of it is strength. You have been building resilience this whole time, quietly, consistently, in ways you don't even realize yet. You've been learning, adapting, trying, failing, getting back up, caring, adjusting, growing, even in moments your mind told you were stuck. Yes, my friend. So if you can't see your progress right now, that's not failure. That's simply overwhelmed. Overwhelm has a way of blurring the very strengths that are holding you together. So let me help you see what your brain can't show you during the storm. Because what feels like weakness is actually something else. Let me explain. If you've been asking yourself, why am I so emotional? Why do I overthink everything? Why do I feel so much pressure? Why do I spiral? Why is this season so heavy? You probably think it's because you're not strong enough. No, my friend. The truth is complete opposite. Your overwhelm is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of heart. It's a sign that you care. Big emotions show up when you care deeply about your future, your goals, your purpose, your direction, your identity, your life. People who don't care don't spiral. People who don't care don't feel pressure. People who don't care don't stay up worrying if they're doing enough. The young adults I coach, the ones who show up, who work hard, who are disciplined, who are trying to build something meaningful, they are the ones who feel transitions the most intensely. Not because they're failing, not because they're behind, not because they're not ready, but because they want to build a life they're proud of, a life that feels meaningful to them. And yes, they care about their families too, but the real pressure comes from wanting to live up to their own potential. And when you care this much, your emotions get loud, of course, because you want your next chapter to matter. So if everything feels heavier than you expected, if you're spiraling more than usual, if your emotions feel bigger than your capacity, it's not because you're weak. It's not because you're not strong enough. It's because your heart is awake, my friend, and that matters more than you realize. And once you understand this, you're finally ready to learn how to navigate the storm. So let me give you some simple tools that can help you calm that storm, not by fixing you, but by helping your brain feel safer. Tool number 1, name what you're feeling. Because putting words to your emotions lowers their intensity. Instead of pushing everything down, try saying, I'm overwhelmed, I'm scared, I'm unsure. Naming it tells your brain, I see what's happening. I'm not in danger. Number 2, breathe and ground yourself. Take slow breaths in, longer exhales, at least 3. This alone can interrupt the emotional hijack and give you back a moment of clarity. Number 3, write it out. You don't need a journal routine necessarily. You just get the thoughts out of your head and into a paper. It helps separate facts from fears and gives your brain space to breathe. Number 4, focus on small wins. Stop trying to solve your whole future in one day. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today? Because small steps build momentum. Small wins build confidence. Showing up counts, even when it's messy, my friend. Number 5, talk to someone who actually listens. Someone who can sit with you, hear you, and remind you you're not alone. A friend, a parent, a mentor, a coach. Someone who gets it. Number 6, reframe regrets. Remember the trail analogy? Every twist, every stumble, every detour was shaping something in you. Awareness, resilience, direction. Regret is not a map. It's just your emotional brain trying to protect you. You are allowed to release it. Even practicing one or two of these tools for 5 minutes a day can help your brain move out of panic mode and into a place that feels calmer and more capable of handling the transition in front of you. And while young adults are carrying all of this internally, there is another dynamic happening on the outside with the people who love them the most. Yes, so I want to talk directly to your parents because I see this all the time between young adults and their parents. And even though it comes from love, it often ends in frustration on both sides. Imagine this. A parent wants to help their young adults get ready for life after graduation. So they send job listing, ask about resumes, and start asking questions like, did you apply? Did you update your cover letter? Did you follow up yet? The intention is good. Of course it is. They want to guide them, encourage them, and keep, them on track. But inside, your young adult feels something completely different. They feel pressure, overwhelmed, fear of disappointing you, fear of being judged, and sometimes shame for not being farther ahead. So instead of leaning in, they shut down. Not because they don't care, but because the interaction feels like checking in on them instead of supporting them. And here's what many parents don't realize, and I want you to listen to me, parent. Most young adults are not asking you for less involvement. They're asking you for a different kind of involvement. They're not saying, just leave me alone. No. What they really want is a parent who will ask what kinds of roles they're truly drawn to. Talk through decisions with them. Ask what matters to them, not just what looks good on paper. They want a parent that guides without taking over. They want collaborate instead of checking up. Imagine the difference between, did you apply yet? Versus, hey, let's sit down together. Show me what types of roles you're curious about. Let's talk about your strength, what excites you, and what feels aligned. And let's look at few applications together so the process feels lighter. This is not enabling, my friend. This is a scaffolding. Standing beside them, not above them. Supporting without controlling. Helping them build confidence, not dependency. Being there while they build the next part of their lives without climbing the structure for them. Young adults don't need someone hovering over a checklist. They need someone who says, let's figure this out together, and I'll help you build the skills to do it on your own. That's the kind of support that feels safe. That's the kind of support that builds trust. That's the kind of support that actually helps them grow. All right, my dear friend, let's take a moment to breathe and bring everything together. Today, we talk about what really happens during the big transitions of your 20s and the ones no one prepares you for. Big transitions trigger big emotions. Your emotional brain gets loud and your logical brain gets quiet. This isn't weakness, it's protection. We also learned regret is fear wearing a memory. Your mind looks backward when the future feels uncertain. Overwhelm means you care. Your emotions are big because your heart is big, because your life matters to you. And strength looks different for everyone. Showing up in any way counts. You're building resilience even when you can't see it yet. And simple tools can calm the storm. Name what you feel, breathe, write it out, take one step, talk to someone who listens. And parents, support lands best when it feels like partnership, not pressure. Stand beside them, not above them. And listen, guys, your 20s can feel messy, emotional, overwhelming, and uncertain. And they're meant to feel that way. That doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're growing. It means your heart is awake. It means your future matters to you. And here's what I want you to remember. You're not doing your 20s wrong. Feeling overwhelmed means you're human and becoming someone you haven't met yet. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep going. Your future is built through small choices, quiet efforts, moments of courage, and the willingness to try again even after a hard day. So keep moving, keep trying, keep showing up at your own pace. You're navigating your 20s far better than you think. And yes, the trail ahead may be foggy. The transition may feel chaotic. The storm may hit hard, but you're not walking it alone. You're stronger than you think. You're learning faster than you realize. And you will find your footing as you give yourself time, grace, and patience. Thanks so much for being here with me today. If this episode spoke to you, share with someone who needs it, a friend, a parent, a young adult who feels alone in this season. I believe in you, my friend. I appreciate you, and I'm so proud of you for showing up for yourself. Have an amazing week. I'll see you in the next episode.